We're gonna get into the heat check in a minute.
Oh,
but
sugar.
because I really want to know who broke you.
Oh, very good subject.
Okay, we'll get into it on Patreon.
I'll even give you the backstory on it. Shit.
We'll get into that on Patreon. I don't want to spoil y'all with too much information. The heat check.
Okay.
So you gotta not teach this to me, but you have to explain it for them, and then I'm going to dissect it.
Okay.
Because what you're essentially doing is something I do, a bigger tactic, is I tell women exactly what's going to happen. So when I heard you say the heat check, I was like, oh, he's telling them what they do. And they're still gonna fall for it.
Yes. Yes. But it's how you skip from date 1 to like date 5.
Yeah.
To see like how really interested are you?
Yeah. I'm not playing this game. Can you explain the heat check, please?
All right, so heat check is this. Let's say you meet a female. You guys are having a great conversation. Let's say you go to Wegmans. This is so funny. You say you go to Wegmans, you're buying a bottle of wine, you run into a female and say, oh, it's actually a really good wine. Yeah, it is. I know, right?
As he has a bottle of Stella Rose on his hand.
It's actually true crimes. 19 crimes. There you go, 19 crimes. Stella's not bad though either.
That's the go-to. You can't fail with Stella Rose.
So you're having a conversation, you guys exchange numbers, you're texting all week, and then you hit her with the line, hey, let's go grab dinner, right? She's giving you great conversation, but you're not sure. Like, is she just doing this out of boredom, or is she doing it because she genuinely likes me? So, easiest way to find out, hey, what are you doing on this day? Oh, I'm doing nothing. Let's go grab dinner. Yeah, sure, let's go grab dinner. You wait the day of. You wait and wait and wait. And within 2 hours, or I wouldn't say within 2 hours, outside of 2 hours before that date happens, what's typically going to happen is she's probably rushing home from work or about to get ready to meet you for dinner and blah, blah, blah. You hit her, hey, something came up. I'm sorry. I won't be able to make dinner tonight. Oh, okay, that's great. No worries, I understand. We can reschedule. She says that, oh, she's interested. She genuinely likes you. It's not just the conversation. It's not because she's bored. It's not because of anything else. She genuinely likes you and wants to get to know you. Now she says, oh, really? You're such an asshole, blah, blah, blah. I promise you that female has already found another date for that night. So it's all interesting, I think. And it works for me sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work for me. But the ones that it doesn't...
When wouldn't it work for you?
When they respond back, oh, fuck you, that's when it didn't work for me.
I feel like it did work for you.
It saved me, for sure.
Yeah.
It saved me time and effort and energy, which time I don't have. I have a very limited amount of time. And 24 hours in a day is not enough for me. Same.
High kettle on pot.
There you go. Right. So if I'm taking time out of my day to like meet you for dinner, it's because I genuinely like you. But I want it to be returned to me. I want to know that you actually really like me.
Yeah.
And that this can probably
it could be as initial for you as it is for me.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I would date 1 is just like, oh, hey, what's your name? Oh, what do you want to eat? Let's get a couple drinks. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of formalities. Date 2 is still formalities, a little lighter. Date 3, it's very, very light, but you're still trying to get to know each other. Date 4, that's when you're starting to figure out like, oh, she's like really feeling me.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So fuck step 1, 2, and 3. It does nothing for me. I don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
Let's go straight to 4 and 5. What's up?
What's up? It's crazy.
Maybe not the what's up
I'm not
part.
mad at it, but like, no, because now for me, I don't have time to spend money. Me sending you a text every day, or what's up? Hey, how you doing? What are these females I used to send a text every Tuesday and Friday? I'd send a text and be like, 2 personal questions. One, what's your interest, hobby question, and one was like a personal question to get to know you, and do that effectively for every Tuesday and every Friday. At that point, I don't have to take you out on a date. I know exactly where you want to go. I've dissected enough information. But now the trick is I copy and paste that to every other girl.
Yeah.
But oh shit, am I fuck voice?
Oh shit.
So I had to set the standard so that I knew exactly what I need to say and what really piques interest, and like, oh, that's a good question, or I like that question. And some other girls were like, what do you think about this question? Oh, I like that question. Type shit. So now I've used that as a forward plan, like to ask other women questions. It was like a little training arc for me. But and that gets me past the dates, because I know for me, in my experience with women, the number one thing is about like how much do you pay attention? That's what women always wanted to be reminded of.
Yes,
that
exactly.
you're paying attention to.
Yes.
And stuff like that. And I have a really great memory bank, but some shit I have to write down. So
Okay.
some stuff I can't remember off the top of my head. Sometimes I have to look on the list and like, is this you? Because for me, it started where I hated asking women what do they want to eat.
That is
I hate asking in the moment.
That's a whole argument. It really is.
But what I do now is ask, what do you eat when you usually go to this place? Outside of going to that place. So then I keep a list. I used to do this with my homegirl.
That's a really good
Because,
question.
like, I would like bring her food sometimes at random moments and stuff like that. Or she had an event, I'd bring a little surprise meal or something like that. So I have a list of foods that she likes from certain places.
That is
Then
dope.
I started asking other women like, hey, what do you like when you go to this place? What do you usually get? And I keep that list so that way I can surprise you with food.
Yeah.
Or like, and I do that with many women. Yeah. But like, you keep a memory so that way I'm never asking you what do you want to eat.
I feel like you have like a Uber Eats, just your personal like.
No, they're all in my notes.
No, I'm just saying like you have your notes are an app, Uber Eats for females by name.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. So, and I keep that list because then you can understand like what type of, even like, I don't just do it for like women. I'm talking to women. I do it for my sister too. Like,
okay.
If my sister says, oh, like, I used to eat this, I used to eat that. It's like, okay, I can bring you something when you're hungry. But I have to keep that list. I have so many meals and foods and places. And shit, sometimes I come across things that be like, I've never heard of that. I'm going to try it.
That's dope. I need to use that or do that. Yeah,
keep a list of
dope.
like foods that women like, and then you never have to have the conversation, what do you want to eat? Just pull up to the window.
I like
and then
that.
It's cute too.
Where'd you get that
window,
from?
I'm devious.
Oh.
I was once a fuckboy.
Oh shit. That's dope. I just elevated my game. Okay.
Yeah, you just keep that list and then it's not like it goes outdated.
Yeah.
It's not like they're changing their diet like that.
Yeah, that's true. You're right about that.
Yeah, you keep that list and now I never have the conversation, what do you want to eat? Or somebody says they're hungry.
That's gangster.
I'm like, okay, what am I close by? Okay, let me look at the list. Bet.
That is dope. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So I was once a fuckboy too.
That is a fuckboy quality for sure. I give you that.
But yeah, and that's where it gets down to the heat check because like I brought up the fact that you came out and said that like, oh, this is what I do. I'm skipping these tactics and stuff like that. I do that to women all the time. Like, oh, okay, well, like I come out and just said, yeah, I keep a list of where all y'all eat. I send all y'all the same questions.
Oh.
Yeah, like.
So you have like ask you 21 questions.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah.
But it's very extensive because they can tell like the answers. Not only can the answers tell you a lot about somebody, but the level of engagement within the answers can tell you how personable they are. So like, if I ask you a bunch of hobbies or interest questions, it shows me how inexperienced you are, how experienced you are, how much you get out, how much you don't. Like, kind of like your life goals, your aspirations, shit like that. Your personal questions show like your trauma. They show like how open you are and stuff like that. There's a tactic to it because in asking a set amount of questions, I can learn so much about you just by the way you're explaining it. If I say like, what's the hardest thing you ever went through in life? And you say,
I broke a nail.
Yeah, like something simple like that. I'm like, oh, you don't have any life experience. Or you don't feel comfortable telling me. I've already lost interest on both of those aspects. But if you say, well, one time when I was 14, my uncle got a little too comfortable, and I'm like, whoa.
Take it easy.
Red flag.
Yeah.
But like, so you got daddy issues.
Yeah. Yo, are you sure you used to be a fuckboy? I'm starting to feel like you still are.
I'm really good at looking back at my past. I promise, I'm really good at looking at my past.
Holy shit.
But yeah, no, there's a tactic, but I'm telling you this tactic because like I know what kind you're either going to go one way or the other about it. Because a lot of women will like, they try to, I don't want to say manipulate situations, but they try to give off certain personas to try to test you. But in doing, if the questions that I'm asking you or the interest that I have within like what's your food and stuff, lying to me is not going to do anything. Well, fuck you over.
It's a genuine question, so you have to give a genuine response.
Correct.
And you're going to do it without even knowing that you're doing it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about you sending me messages.
Yes, exactly.
Or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to my past.
Shout out to you.
Everything, all of this still works effectively.
I used to be a fuckboy.
Might be the episode name right there. I used to be. I was once an F boy.